Hello and welcome to a new modern video. Today we are going to play a very fun but not very good deck that is Blue-Black Mill. I know somebody's already writing, oh, Mill is super good, you are just very bad, you don't know how to play it. Let's find out. I have played Mill in the past a lot. The only time I have done 15-0 with a deck, like 3 trophies in a row, was with this deck. So I have some... It has a special place in my heart. So the classic 8 crabs, your arcade traps, and now the new cards we have been getting in the last years. Hideous Lotter, Fractured Sanity, some interaction, Visions of Beyond, which can be ancestral recall in this deck of course. Mastery has more interaction. One Ensnaring Bridge, because, well, it's very good. Game 1 versus Scam and Amulet and some of the decks in the format. Jace, which is a newish card from last year at least. Has a lot of text so you can read it, but it's a very good planeswalker. And the sideboard is just more Extirpates and more, you know, just the classic Mill card. This deck has been around forever, it's never been good. Let's see if it's good now. Okay, first round. This is a solid hand, double crab. Of course we would like to have the fetch land after the crabs, but that's fine. We're going to play the 0-3 probably, because it blocks better. So yeah, this is the same idea as with Razor, yeah? Your opponent goes Ragavan and you go like, I have a 0-3. And your Ragavan cannot harm me. Maybe not. I guess I would like my Hedron Crab to be killed before my other one. So I would start with it. I'm waiting for me to respond. That's cute. Get a Watery Grave here. And play Hedron Crabs and say go. Next turn we play the other crab, play the Field of Ruin, keep going. Ketra Triumph. So this is maybe Rhinos, and we have the Echoing Truth for it, so that's neat. Rhinos has to be like a decent matchup, right? We have 4 Drowning the Loch, we have Echoing Truth, we have Fatal Push, which buys a bit of time, and they cannot really interact with our plan outside of Force of Negation and so on. But yeah, maybe like with the Echoing Truth in hand, I feel, ooh, now I feel so great. Also, like, we are a surgical extraction deck, so if we ever surgical, I will say it, if we ever surgical the Crashing Footfalls, like, I think it's game over. Yeah, I'm just going to fetch while our opponent doesn't have mana up. Let's get tap Watery Grave. I will use Visions of Beyond as an ancestral soon. It's 20 cards in a graveyard, and our opponent's already at 14. So next turn we play Field of Ruin, and that's enough. Turn 3 Ancestral Recall. That's a card. Now they can go like Sarless, and we go, okay, Mill 6, draw, Echoing Truth, your Rhinos, and that's going to be GG. This deck is broken. I don't know why people say it's not. Revealing a bunch of stuff we don't really care about. Yeah, playing the Field of Ruin, because why not? I guess, I mean, I'm going to play Visions first, because if they have Force of Negation, I'd rather them force this than my Echoing Truth. Because we have enough lands and double crab, that's going to kill them so fast. Like, we don't need the extra cards, we just need the extra time. So here, going for the Rhinos. Now they can have the Force of Negation, of course. There's one here in the graveyard. If they have it, we will be in a bit of trouble. Okay, they exile another Force of Negation, okay. So no, they have no more Force of Negations. Now we are in a 2-turn clock, which is not great. But I think we are fine, because we can even block next turn, so yeah, we are blocking the Sarless for sure. Next turn we go Crab, Misty, 9, Fetch, 9, Field of Ruin, another 9, and then we just block. That seems good. And if they don't have another rhinos, we win. There's 1, 2, 3 footfalls here. Okay, this is going to be another one. That's... oh, Tisana's Tiebinder. That's annoying. But it's fine. I don't think we want to Baleful Mastery yet. They have no more Forces of Negation in the deck. Well, they may have Mystical Dispute, I guess. Monocrusher Giant, my crab. Fine. I mean, not much I can do there. Okay, Baleful Mastery, one of the rhinos. Well, that Tisana was very annoying. Have to block. Blocking here saves more damage. But this is 3 plus 4. That's 17. That's not enough. We need a fetch land. Fetch land for the win. Wow. Why would they do that? Oh, they're searching for another violent, another dead gun. But now we win. We have exactly 17. Ah, we even found the fetch land. Yeah, so fetch land, you mill 3, fetch, get an island. Oh no, I messed up. I shouldn't have done that. Now they can fire ice in their upkeep. Okay, so if they have fire ice, we die. I should have just played the island. It was the same amount of damage. So let's hope they don't have fire ice. They have 2 cards, one can be fire ice. Also, they may not have an upkeep stop. That will work. Okay, perfect. Versus rhinos. What do we like? I like engineer explosives for obvious reasons. I like some number of extirpates probably, and some number of ensnaring bridges. Something like this is a start. Then like fatal push is just sucks. So that's an easy one. And then Tasha's Hideous Laughter has to be not very good. Well, no, yeah, it has to be this. Like the deck is all 3 or more CMC, right? So it's not great. So let's take out the Tashas and play like this. Yeah, I like this. Okay, this seems like a wonderful hand again. Also, this is a very fast Ensnaring Bridge, which they may not have a good answer for it. And they cannot really kill an O3. They can kill O2s very easily, but O3s? Yeah. Turn 1, crossing footfalls. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Polluted Delta is fine. Like, when you have the crabs, of course, drawing lands is fine. They may have fire ice for our land, which will be extremely annoying. Because we really want to play double crab this turn. That Visions of Beyond is not a combo with Ensnaring Bridge for obvious reasons. Fire ice our land. No. Okay, then I'm happy. Like very happy actually. Are we... oh, we're countering that, yeah. Good. I'm going to do this now because Tisana's Tiebinder is a card that exists. Remember? So I mean, I don't think I need to play around Blood Moon. I don't think they should have Blood Moon in their deck. But also their start is not conducive to a Blood Moon start. But the cards we really want to play from our hand are Ensnaring Bridge and Engineer Explosives, so that's fine, even through Blood Moon. Okay, Shardless. I guess what we're going to do is play Explosives, and if they for some reason that, we play Ensnaring Bridge. And if they don't, we play both. Okay, a bit too late. The other one is coming. They have Flame of Honor, so Ensnaring Bridge is not as good as it used to be. Okay. Ah! Okay, the 64 player drafts not firing. Okay. Do I get to resolve this? Okay, we do. Now they can go Flame of Honor attack you. That's fine because we still have the explosives for next turn. Ideally we will draw an extra land so we can go explosives, drowning the Loch, Jortisan Staybinder, and that should lock the game. Okay, land. Four mana, Otawara. Okay, that's not very scary to be honest. It's scary. They have another follow-up after that. Can I draw land here? A crab. Kind of just want to use the explosives now that they are tapped out. They're going to play another Footfalls, but then we will deal with that later. And I'm going to cycle. Okay, should have cycle first, of course. That was a mistake. Cycle first, play this, break explosives, then Hedron Crab. I was going to play the crab and then I decided to last minute to change, as it happens. Okay. Now they have used the Otawara, so this drowning the Loch is like we cannot stop Otawara with drowning the Loch, so having it now for whatever thing they have is fine. Land. Just want an island. Just let me draw an island on the top. Now we should have a crab in play. Jace. That's a problem. This does nothing. I should have taken this one out. Yeah, for 4 mana it's 15 cards. This has to be something like no, something. I can cycle Fractured Sanity. I can play Ensnaring Bridge and get it counter. Yeah, I guess. You can counter this. Not playing tight. Okay, so they probably have a Flame of Honor or something like that. We're going to need an answer for those rhinos, which we have another explosives, 2 more bridges, and Echoing Truth. That's not much. Oh, okay. Maybe they go untap, Flame of Honor, draw 2 cards. There's 2 Flame of Honors in the graveyard already. So, you know. They can have Violent Outburst, which if they do, they do. That's fine. Blue. think they... Okay, yeah, there's the violent. Oh, maybe it's Fire Ice. Okay. Okay. Now let's empty our hand and see what happens after that. That's not really great right now. So I'm just going to do this. I guess if I play Surgical on the Flame of Honors, even though I'm going to 4 life, it's not terrible, right? We're drawing a card. Trying to find Force of Negation, I guess. That's whatever. Yeah, I guess I'm going for the Flame of Honors. Now without that, they can attack me for 2, and that's about it. Oh, Stompo. Stompo is good. Okay, no more Flame of Honors. They have 3 Fire Ice. What is this? What do they call? 3 Fire Ice is a lot. 3 Force of Negation, 2 Endurance, 1 Bone Crusher Giant. And let me take a screenshot of this. Okay. I'm really regretting paying this 2 life, but I think we're going to be almost fine. I mean, if they draw the Endurance, we are done, of course. Now they can go kill your Hedron Crab, attack for 2. Let's see. The only problem is Endurance. The rest of the cards we can beat, basically. I have to block, of course, because we know about the Stompo. Okay, we're at 4. We die to a lot of cards. Okay, now we die to a lot less cards. Let me take out this, the split second coming clutch. This has split second. You can add mana, but you cannot play it. So we are going to hit 1 in their hand, I guess. Yeah, perfect. They still have 2 Endurances, which will be extremely annoying. And that's it. We really literally only care about these 2 Endurances and not growing our hand. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to feel a ruin, I guess. No, because I feel a ruin, I die to a Sarless. I have to use the round in the Loch, which I don't love. But that wasn't a bad draw. We'll kill the Sarless agent. And now is... If they haven't drawn Endurance or Force of Negation, we win. If they have drawn either of those, we are in a rough spot. Okay, they're playing Endurance now. Shit. That's tough. Now they have 47 cards in their deck. That's a lot of cards in their deck. Oboro, Palace in the Clouds. Yeah. I'm going to go for Jace. Plus, like, I just have to plus a bit. They have Otawara, they can draw 1 Otawara, but they need Otawara and a land. We are going to start Feel of Ruining, but now they have... Now the problem is they have the basics back in the deck. Okay, land. This is 3 times X, right? 3 times X, so now it's 18. That's not a lot. We could use it to draw. Okay, we win. Yeah. I just think like they cannot do any. Well, they could find Otawara to Ensnaring Bridge, but we had the Jace. We were going to kill like in a couple of turns, so very cool. Okay, not a real hand. Like keeping a hand without a crab. But we have good interaction, and Hideous like this card just one shots decks like Hammer or Hardened Scales. And we're on the draw, so if this is a Ragavan, which is a very played card in the format, we have the answer, so that's great. Another Rhinos deck? Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, now a bit too late. I'm going to play this because I want to, like, life total matters a lot in this matchup, and I want my fetch lands to be helpful, but also I don't want them to be able to Fire Ice me easily. Oh, Lorien Reveal. Ketria Triumph. We are going to Archive Trap now. This deck technically can win on turn 1, right? The classic, like, you fetch, I have 4 traps. I have never done that, and I play traps for a long time. But you could have a hand with 4 traps and win. One Grasping Footfalls, 2 Force of Negation. They have another Grasping Footfalls in exile, 1 Shardless, 1 Violent. Okay. I think next turn we are just going to cycle. I mean, if they do nothing, we are going to end step cycle Fractured Sanity. They're missing a land drop? Wow, so they kept 1 land Lorien Reveal. That's 2 lands. Of course. We mill Island Forest. They play up to 4 basics, and some people play a mountain too. So this filler win is fine, but probably not devastating. Okay, let me cycle this. It's only 4 cards, but Flame of Anor, Subtlety. Ooh, another Archive Trap. Huh. Okay. They're almost certainly going to need to fetch, so that will activate our trap. We activate the Mad Trap card. Yes, there it is. Okay, go for it. We are going for it, team. I mean, this is looking like a very easy game. I'm going to Archive Trap now, just in case, you know? What if we hit the two remaining Grasping Footfalls? We hit 1, we almost. Okay. You can play that, I will counter it, and I will play Jace, mill you for 15, and that's GG. There's 1 force, 2 force, 3 force. They may have the 4th Force of Negation in hand. That would be annoying, I guess. Even if they do, we are not in a bad spot. But this is 15 cards, so unless they have main deck Endurance or the 4th Force of Negation in hand, we got this. Perfect. Okay, let's cyborg more or less like we did last time. So I like the Extirpates, I like the Bridges, I like Explosives, and maybe Soul Guide Lanterns because of Endurance. So a couple of Soul Guides seems good. And Jace seems very weak in this matchup, I think. Just the problem with Jace is if it's only the minus you're doing, I don't think it's good. So something like this. Nah, like this. Soul Guide Lantern is great versus Endurance. Like, just it's also very good with Ensnaring Bridge because for it's 1 mana, play a card, and then you have it there stored. Yeah, empty in your hand. Keep. Double crab and explosives seems like a keep to me. Okay, footfalls on the play. There was a time where I would play explosives first. Not sure if it's correct, but now with to play around Force of Negation basically. But now with Flame of Anor and Tisanas and everything, there are too many cards that answer explosives. Apart from Force of Negation, so it's not a guarantee to have it in play. Okay, they may have Fire Eyes. Basic. That's not how you want to play against us. Ooh, the fetch land. I guess I want to play the fetch land now, even though I have the Hedron Crab for later, just to make sure. No, I'm going to... I want to always deal, yeah. Okay. Milling some good stuff. 2 Force of Negation, Brazen Borrower, Luring Repeal. The good thing about crabs is like, even if they have endurance, with the crabs you just keep going. Like, yeah, you reset your thing. I haven't spent cards in a way. It's like when you're playing Burn and you have creatures rather than burn spells, so you have reusable stuff, right? Now they can play Sarless, we'll play Crab, Misty, Explosives. They reveal another Force of Negation. Yeah, so it seems like a no-brainer to do this. Mill half their deck. There's 1 endurance, there's 2 endurance, there's 3 endurances. I mean, if they play the 4th one, I will be surprised. It's not that popular anymore. Okay, looking good. Looking very good. This is the bottom of the deck. Well, not this, but this is the bottom of the deck. The bottom 11. So there's 14 cards we don't know. They may have another endurance there or 1 in hand. Apart from that, we are safe. We love to draw a land, of course. A fetch land should seal the deal, I guess. Even like Feel of Ruin should be enough. With a fetch land, I will go Crab, fetch land, Crack, Tashas, and that's a million. Like, this is another Sarless. Okay, so we are going to know. Okay, the Classic Footfall was the first one. Perfect. Archive Trap. Yeah, I think I'm going to play the Tashas, right? And see what we hit. There's a bunch of 5s and 3s here. They have 9 cards left. Okay. Yeah. It's like you are hitting so many 3s that on average, how many cards are you going to go with that? Like, not that many, right? This is 8, 12. I don't think I should take 12 damage. Because with a land, this is enough. Huh. I may have messed up here. Can I draw a land? That will be enough. Yeah. Okay. Land and win. With only 3 cards in hand, maybe I shouldn't have blocked. But I think, yes, we're winning with this down in the Loch, so it's fine. Maybe it was too greedy to play the Tashas and I should have tried to block. Yeah, I cannot let that happen. So they only had 1 red mana, so going down to 3 wasn't enough to kill us. Oh, dispute. Oh, now we die. Now we die. Shit. Yeah, I shouldn't have blocked. I shouldn't have blocked. Now we die. Yeah, I blocked. I didn't count. I shouldn't have blocked. I shouldn't have blocked there. Yeah. Okay, let's not mess up. Let's do like if I didn't block, I think we just win. Like straight up. Okay, this is a great hand. So being on the play versus them makes such a difference. Are they mulliganing? Okay, we're not on the play anymore because they have Ensnaring Cavern and Silent Island on a multi 6. Ruin Crab, your go. Mystical Dispute? Okay. Well, they only have 3 cards left. They don't need much, of course, because it's Rhinos, but 3 cards is not a lot. Do we have Fire Ice? No. Crab. Do I want to play second Crab? Or do I want to play Philo Ruin Soul Eye Lantern? I'm going to play second Crab to use my blue mana. Save targets, Louisiana. Okay, killing the first one. Well, this is a very low resource game, which Rhinos excels at those games because, well, now they just play a cascade spell and that's enough. Main facing that. Okay. Well, we just need an answer for those Rhinos and we'll be fine. We have plenty. Oh, maybe I should play that. No, I don't think so. I think I'm going to do this and play my Soulguard Lantern and my Archive Trap, of course. I'm going to get the black mana because we have none. Okay, there's 1 Endurance there. Exiling Lorien Reveal. Okay. And hitting you for 13. Well, the race is on. There's 2 Shardless in the graveyard, 1 Violent, 2 Violent, 3 Violent. They have another Shardless in hand, that's a problem. We may have to draw with this. There's 2 Endurance already in the graveyard. The good thing is we're at 20, so they need 3 attacks. And that's wonderful. Okay, draw. Another Crab. Let's do the classic Oboro trick and play into the thing. Force of Negation, Mystical Dispute. Yeah, I'm going to play the Tashas here. That's more mana efficient. They may have another. Ooh. Shoot. Now we're dead. Right? Unless we kill them with this Tasha's Hideous Letter, which could happen. Of course. But that's 23 cards. There's no way. There's no way. I don't think it's mathematically possible. Yeah. We die now. That was the last card. We die. Shit. Okay, we had no interaction. We died. I think this matchup has to be decent, and we would have won last game if I hadn't messed up. But this was a very good draw on their part. So yeah, we die. Maybe I should have drawn. Sad. Okay, let's play better now. Not mess up. Solid hand. Solid hand. Like every hand with a crab is solid. That said, the other crab is a lot better. Stomping ground tapped. Interesting. Crab. Another crab. Archive trap. Well, probably our opponent will fetch at some point, and that's going to be great for us. I'm going to do this now. I cannot believe this. Another rhinos? This is not fun. Like, now this isn't fun. I mean, I will have. I mean, I'm playing the league and that, but playing versus 3 rhinos? That's. And we should have beaten the other one, so we should be like 2-0, no? Are we killing that? Yeah, sure. I guess visioning is better first. Wow. Okay, I really hope they have a fetch land. If they do, we win, basically. If they go fetch land, Sarless Agent, we win. So please. No, that's not a fetch land. Or a Sarless Agent. Oh, that's good. I can wait. To play around Force of Negation. Tisana's Tiebinder. Okay. Are we stopping the mill 4 cards or the... Okay, the mill 4. That's very... I don't really care about that. I mean, it's a 3-2. Hits, but... Just fetch. Come on. You know you want... You know you want to? No. Okay, now play a fetch land. Okay, can we draw a Field of Ruin? That's why we play them, right? So we force our opponent to shuffle. They have to know we have the archive traps in hand. Like, what else could we have? We could have Jace or Hideous Laughter. But apart from that, there's not much we could have. Are we going to die to a 3-2? Like just attacking a bunch of times? Solid magic. Yep, we are going to die. Same matchup. Well, this is like a study on the matchup, you know? This way you learn whether the matchup is good or bad. They play 3 subtleties main deck. I'm going to do this now. If they have Force of Negation or Mystical Dispute, so be it. I think it's better to do it now. Force of Negation, exiling the 4th subtlety. And now we're in a world of trouble because this is lethal and basically anything kills us. So we need like Field of Ruin and Hope. They don't have more interaction. Field of Ruin. Fatal Push. Yeah, dead. Wow. They never fetch. Very smart. Like, yeah, not fetching is smart, but you kind of need to fetch so many times. Like, you don't have a choice. So, yeah. Well, I don't know what I'm doing, but I want to bring the same stuff we have been doing. I have liked our sideboard. I don't mind it at all. The Hideous Latter has proven to be weak. So weak that I may prefer a Jace, especially on the play. Okay, same hand as before, at least with more fetch lands and the Field of Ruin. Field of Ruin just makes such a difference. because they cannot choose. They have to search. So funny that's worded that way, but that's how it is. Okay. This is not the wood crab, of course, but no, my craberino. Can I draw another one? Please? Yeah, the wood one. I'm fetching now. No, no reason to wait, I don't think. Hitting a footfalls, that's always fun. And Force of Negation, Flame of Honor, another Dead Gun. Okay, so they cannot really kill the Ruin Crab. So that's cool for us. I'm going to go Feel of Ruin now. They brought in Brotherhood's End, I guess, for as an answer for like multiple crabs or just the I will say it. The Ensnaring Bridge, that's the card. Sile Footfalls, I guess. I will attempt to Archive Trap you. Again. That's 2 more Footfalls here. And a 4th one, so they have no more Footfalls in the deck. I see no Endurances, so they can have Endurance plus Tisanas. That will work to stop my Soul Guide Lantern from happening. There's 1 Tisanas here. 0 Tisanas. I see 0 Tisanas, so they may have Tisanas in hand. They are going to flip their deck. There's no Footfalls left. Right? Yeah. So now we know they have 2 Endurances on the bottom of the deck. We should be winning now. Oh, this was perfect. Completely opposite to the other one. Do that. Fetch. Island. Don't really care. And say go here. We have hit 0 Endurances, so there's at least 2 in their last 6 cards. Interesting. We hit 1 Tisanas. I don't know how many they play. Drawing here. Doing the Oboro trick, which is a wonderful, wonderful land to have. The one of fan of Oboro Palace in the Cloud. Okay, we hit an Artisan Skybinder. We are looking wonderful. They have 1 card left in the deck. What is this? Hardcast Endurance. I'm going to exile your graveyard. And you can play the other Endurance. And we have it covered. And if they don't play a 4th one, we got this. Perfect. This hand is not so great, but we have Ensnaring Bridge and Drowning the Loch can be very good. And we have the Shelldock, which is new. We haven't seen it yet. Okay, that's a Mystical Dispute if I've ever seen one. There's of course like no reason to play your lands tapped in this matchup. Wow. Well, this land was Scry 4 lands to the bottom, which is like, would you play tap island Scry 4? Which is what this was. Okay, Lorien Revealed. Into Steamens. Can we draw a swamp or a fetch land? We are fetching now. And we are suspending Footfalls. Okay. I just need to draw some. for the long. Okay, I may cycle that Fractured Sanity. At that point, I think I'm going to play the Soaring Lantern and cycle the Visions of Beyond, which is similar. And again, emptying our hand for Ensnaring Bridge. Okay. Steam Vents, and I guess this is... Oh, spending another Footfalls, that's not great for our opponent. I'm going to start playing Ensnaring Bridges. Just emptying our hand. They can Boseiju it, which will be great for us, of course. Let me pull this out. Yeah, they have a very slow draw. Just quite the opposite to what our last opponent had on their third game. Okay, now Polluted Delta changes something? No, I don't think so. It's going to play the bridge all the same. This can be counter, that's fine. Now in that case, I will play the Soul Guide with a Watery Grave, so we can hardcast Fractured Sanity if needed next turn. Well, we don't have a bad position right now. They have no board. We're going to untap with a Drowning the Loch, and we have a bridge which they can interact with through Otawara, Boseiju, Flame of Honor. The only problem we have is they have 48 cards in the deck. We haven't touched them yet. We will at some point, I guess. Okay, time for Tasha's Hideous Laughter. This is Force of Negation. I think I'm fine with that. Oh, I would rather counter the answers to the bridge. I will fetch now because of Tiebinder. Do I want to drown in the Loch the Crossing Footfalls? Maybe I do. Like, why not? Right? Yeah, I think I do. Like, I don't want them to win a counter fight against me defending the bridge and then dying because of that. So this way we are safe. Now they have another one coming. Oh, that's cute, but not really useful right now. I'm going to save the Feel of Ruin, because if we draw... Oh, there's the Otawara, that's nice. If we draw, I will say it, if we draw Archive Trap, we are really going to want to have that Feel of Ruin available. Okay, that resolves. If they ever try to cascade, we have the Surgical Extraction at the ready. If they kill our bridge, we are in a bad spot. Drawing 3 cards. That's fine, I guess. Should I draw with my Soaring Lantern now? Maybe I should. Just the one. Extirpate. Do I want to extirpate anything? There's one Flame of Honor here. I wouldn't mind extirpating that, I guess. Also, Cinder Hand is very interesting. It's good information. Ooh, and we hit one Flame of Honor? We're so good at this game. Now, let me see. They have one Boseiju in their deck. And that's it. It matters Boseiju, two more endurances. Yeah, okay. That's the Boseiju is the only answer to Ensnaring Bridge right now. Oh, that's wonderful. Not for now, will be for later, but also it will allow us to save the Ensnaring Bridge. We have enough life total to not care. It would be awesome if there was something good under the Shelldock, but well, there's nothing. Sarless Agent. I'm going to exile the Footfalls. So that's just a 2-2. And I still can use the Echoing Truth to save my Ensnaring Bridge. Is this going to be Hardcast Endurance? No. Okay, what did you draw? An island? Okay. Okay, so they have Endurance, Tidebinder, Island. And we are basically playing Lantern Control right now. I think if we find another Ensnaring Bridge, we cannot lose. They can go for Endurance plus Tidebinder on the Soul Guide Lantern, gain a bunch of turns that way. They have 16 cards in the graveyard. I'm going to cycle this. I don't even want to draw 3. Well, I guess I always want to draw 3. Okay, drawing the Loch is nice. Will protect us from the Endurance Tidebinder thing. They still have 2 Endurance in their deck, so 3 in total. But the thing is, if we really protect our Ensnaring Bridge, they cannot win. Because they have no more ways, right, to get rid of it. They have the Otawara, but we will at some point exile that Otawara, I guess. I think, apart from that Boseiju, let me get this one. Ah, no, they have 2 Brotherhoods. Wow, that's a lot, actually. Yeah, I messed that one up. Okay, Crab is fine. At least now Field of Ruin does something. We're not going to use it yet because of the Tidebinder. We know it's in hand, so I'm not sure they have more basics. I could check, I guess. I'm going to open it in the other. Oh, okay. Now we know their whole hand. Yeah, they have another island, so they play 4 basics, which I guess is standard now. We kind of need to unload our hand. Maybe it's time to bounce the Rhino tokens. We can wait one more turn, I suppose. Yeah, the 2 Brotherhoods are going to be annoying. With enough Field of Ruins, we can get them off double red. Totally, we just need these 2 Field of Ruins to get them off double red. So I'm going to do it in the upkeep. Let me try and hit that one. We know basically their whole hand, so... I cannot play that, right? Ah, I can, actually. Okay, I will play it. I guess having a Polluted Delta is better than nothing. Now I regret not taking Field of Ruin with it. Let me... Ooh, if I activate, I don't have Drowning the Loch up anymore, so let's not do that. That is good. That is very good. I have 4 cards in hand. We're going to try to endurance here. Guess that's fine. I exile your graveyard. You try to do that. I go fill or ruin your red because they have no more basics. Oh wow, I messed up. Oh my god, I'm always messing up. Now they can have now they can have I will say it. Okay, they didn't. They could have Mystical Dispute. Okay, we hit the Boseiju. I think this is game over. This is legit game over. We hit the two Brotherhood then and the Boseiju, yeah. And they have 8 cards left in the deck. That's game over. I will activate this now. Well, I'm not going to activate. I'm going to do this. They don't have anything, right? I'm going to pass the turn. I don't want to mess up, but I don't think they have an answer. With 8 cards in the deck, they have more endurances, and they can do endurance stuff, but that's it. I don't think they can kill our bridge. Let me activate. I cannot play this. But it's not cast, it's play. Why cannot I play the Polluted? I will do this, I guess. They have another endurance, so we have to get through them. Oh, okay, they have it in hand. Can I do it now? No, because it's my turn. But you can play sorceries with that. I don't understand. Maybe just like the rules of the game prevent you. If they have 2 cards in hand, I don't think they have an out. Okay, 1 endurance, and they have another now in the deck. But I think without the Boseiju and the Otawara and the Brotherhood and the Flame of Anors, I don't think they can kill us. I may be wrong, so no reason to do anything here. One big problem is we are only at 30 life. So I guess if we get enough uncastables in our deck, I will play this. Oh, they drew the endurance. Okay, so they have the last endurance, they have to play it now. And that's mutable, chuta. There's nothing there of value. How are you killing me, opponent? What am I missing? What am I missing? Oh, I just realized I'm looking at the wrong screenshot. In the other. This is the right screenshot. Yeah? They don't have. Okay. Let's just pass the turn. 5 times. If there's something and I'm missing, like, but we've, I don't know what's going on. Why is my opponent doing this to them and to us? Okay, drawing 3 cards with Lorien Reveal. Sure. We are Lantern Control, we are Prison deck. If they have a removal that I'm forgetting about, I'm going to be pissed. Okay, you have 1 card in the deck and your whole deck in your hand. I'm going to F6, like, we're dead, okay, perfect. Can I, please, can we play against a deck that is not Timur Rhinos or 4-color Rhinos? Just no Rhinos, no more Crashing Footfalls, please. Okay, please, please, now, please, please. That's a terrible hand. I'm going to mulligan. That's a wonderful hand. I'm not even gonna put down the... Yeah, put down the Baleful Mastery. This is going to be online super fast. I will play Hedron Crab, I guess, first. Because I'd rather get that one killed than the other. If they go like Fetch Land, Ragavan, that's the dream right now. Because we just go Archive Trap, Ruin Crab, Mildew, draw 3. Almost there. Okay, please don't be another Rhinos deck. Oh my god, I cannot believe this. Okay. This is probably Jawmoth? 4 color? Jawmoth. Okay. Yeah. With this start, I think we can beat any deck in the format. I'm so tilted that like this is going to be a 4-1. I can feel it. Can totally feel it. And the only reason it's not going to be a 5-0 is because I messed up that game versus Rhinos. That was one. There was no reason to mess that one up. Okay, let me always yield to this. Like, look what a start. Like, they have half their library now. We have even hit the Agatha Soul Cauldron, so we're doing fine. Oh, they're playing Boromir. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, counter that spell. Sacrifice Boromir, Warden of the Tower, creatures you control get indestructible, and the ring tempts you. So the idea with Boromir is to stop cascades, basically. It's the Lavinia text versus cascades. Okay, opponent play Wall of Roots. And something else? We just draw a land, we win. Like, we go land, Tasha's game over. And that's not a land. I'm going to... No, I'm not going to keep drowning the Loch because it's not going to do anything. I'm going to kill the Lighted Halfling and then have drowning the Loch at the ready. Also, their combo with Jawmoth includes drawing a bunch. They have Endurance main deck, right? I think they do. Main deck Endurance can be very, very tough. Ensnaring Bridge doesn't really do anything versus them. At least they should play at least one Endurance, right? You should always do that in a Core of Calling deck, I guess. Ooh, Grist. The Hunger Tide. Create a 1-1, mill yourself? Yeah. Love it. Now we can just keep drowning the Loch up, I guess. We don't really need to do anything else. Yeah. It's not that we don't need to do anything else, it's that we cannot do anything else. So let's wait. Grist is lethal, like Grist is going to be so lethal, right? Nah, it's only 10. It's hard to get 17 creatures, I guess, into the graveyard. That's like almost... I don't know how many creatures they play, probably like 20-ish, 20 something. They already have 3 here, so they're going to need a lot of their deck to make that Grist work. Now we can counter stuff with Drowning the Loch. Before we couldn't because of the Lighted Halfling. I mean, at least we couldn't counter Jawmoth. That's 11 creatures. Let's keep an eye out for that one. I'm worried about Endurance. So I would like to draw a Fetch Land. That's 18 cards. Fetch Land plus Drowning the... So if we just draw like Fetch Land, we win, I guess. Even with Endurance. I can play around 1 Endurance main deck, not around 2. Patra. I will kill that, I guess. Sending creatures to the graveyard is risky. But no. Let's kill Wall of Roots, right? Not sure. Nah, this is fine like this. Okay, fetch. I'm not going to do the other one because I don't want them to grease me out of the game. If I knew for sure they don't have endurance, I would like fetch. Oh, that's 20 creatures? Okay, we are dead. So I have to go for the Tasha's Hideous Laughter and hope they really don't have endurance. Or they don't have, I mean, they only have 2 cards in hand. So I guess even with the endurance, this will be fine. 4 cards left. And the Hideous Laughter should be enough. There's no way with 4 cards we don't mill them. Okay, do you have the endurance in your upkeep? Or are you dead? Okay, we're passing the turn. If there's endurance, we're dead. Well, the problem with endurance is they have to shuffle the whole thing into the graveyard, so grease doesn't kill us. But yeah, they didn't have it. So I guess Crypt Incursion sounds like a wonderful idea. And that's about it, right? I don't really care about the Ensnaring Bridge, I don't think. And maybe one Jace. This is not a reasonable keep by any means. This is better. Let's put Fractured Sanity in the bottom, I guess. Okay. Forest. 4 arcade traps. We never have it. This feels so unfair. Okay, that's good. The Oboro, Hedron Crab, go. This kills walkers, so it's very good versus Wrist, I guess. Wall of Roots, we can beat a Wall of Roots. What now? Okay, that's nice. Of course, like, we cannot really counter anything because of the Light of Halfling. Ooh, Endurance. That's a good hit. Can we hit a Yawmoth? Yes, we do. Let me exile the Yawmoth and make it easier for us to win. If they have pitch endurance, we can counter. We are looking good. Okay, so they have 2 Baleful Masterinos. Okay. It's much easier to win when they don't have Yawmoth, of course. Let me take the screenshot. And pass the turn. Instead, Baleful Master, which makes sense, of course. I think it's worth countering. We should counter the Core of Calling. They have 1 more endurance in the deck. Okay. Okay, let's not mess up by blocking the army token. Let's block the Bowmasters. If we block the army token, they can grow it and ping us. Okay. Nothing there. Here's us going to be Watery Grave tap or Drowning the Loch, this Core of Calling. Ah, Bowmasters, okay. Fine. We're at 13, which is a fine life total. Have the Bosages in play, so we know core and that's it. Bowmaster is mana neutral for Core of Calling, which is pretty cool. We're going to counter it. 4. Oh, that's going to be a Sheldred. We can beat Sheldred, right? Like, just exile it with Baleful Mastery. If it's Endurance, I mean, it's not going to shuffle much into a deck. Yes, we let them draw, which is not great, but this Drowning the Loch has higher purpose. It's also a very catch-all answer, so... Okay. Going to play this tapped, save my life. Okay, no endurance yet. So we just don't have we have to not lose to the beatdown plan, which with double crab is going to be nice. And we only care about the other endurance and grist. That's more or less the extent of our worries. What is this? Oh. This is Core of Calling again? No, Chalice for 1. Oh. Okay. Solid. Solid. I'm going to need to draw something to get this going faster. I should have played... Had I played that Ruinous Crab last turn, I think we will be winning right now. Well, we take 3 a turn, and we have a counter spell, we're fine. At some point I may have to fire this Drowning the Loch as a removal spell, but not yet, I don't think. We just want to draw the Crypt Incursion or whatever is the name. That will do the trick. Of course. Another crab. So punished for playing that tap Watery Grave. I hate it. We have a lot of 1-drops in this deck, so we're in a bit of... We're in trouble right now, like big trouble. I have to cycle this actually, because I need another card. Yeah, 14 cards is half their total, but... Oh shoot. I didn't realize that was in play. Yeah, now we're done. Okay, I totally forgot our Bowmasters. I think I have to play the Tashas and pray. I don't think it's possible, these wins, but got super punished for every choice. Also, like, I completely messed up here. Should have just like Fractured Identity and yeah, 7 cards left. Okay, let's play better. I mean, it was reasonable to play tap, I think. Just we just got very punished for it. Should I bring in some of these? I should bring this over this. That's for sure, I think. I don't love surgicals. Like, yeah, it's fine to get rid of Jaumo, but I think Soul Lantern is going to be better. Yeah, something like this is fine with me. Okay, on the play. Oof, no lands. I don't think we can keep a 1 land hand. This is better. Down 1 Filler Ruin. Tap Watery Grave since like life total is important. Let's okay, let's exile that. They have no black mana, interesting. Maybe exiling that while having drawn in the log wasn't my greatest idea ever. Yeah, maybe not. Okay, let's wait. Yeah, there's the black mana. I guess I will kill that. I imagine they play a swamp, but Feel of Ruin doesn't have very good targets in this matchup. Like Dryad Arbor, and that's about it. Our hand is very bad, we're flooding so much. You know, like I could have won last game. I don't know how. I'm not sure how. Bottom it. Opponent said, please YouTube, do not judge me because of this card. Which is right now being very decent against us. Since we don't really have a way to kill it, and it's a 3-3 with vigilance. Yeah, shouldn't have eaten that howling, that was a complete blunder. Okay, there's the swamp. I'm going to draw now. Can I get a fatal push here? Joder, estamos yendo. We're dying, just in case somebody was thinking we may be winning or something. We are dying. Let me exile my own Feel of Ruin. So now we're playing like a bad blue-black control deck, which is not really how you want to play. Like, you want to be like a fast deck that turbo mills them, or go for the blue-black, like prison-y deck, like we did versus Rhinos with we won by a prison, right? But here, like, we have no Ensnaring Bridge, we have no mass removal, so just playing 1-for-1s, not really gonna cut it. I mean, that's fine. I may need to draw with Soulguide Lantern again. Like, what are we doing if not that? Jace will be a missing draw, I guess. So Boromir stops our archive traps. Oh, okay. Now we have something to do. Now suddenly running the log is the perfect card. We hit one Jarmuth, one Eldritch Evolution, one Agatha Soul Cauldron. 3 cards left for our opponent. This is probably going to be make a foot at the end of turn. Yeah, I mean, we can take a bunch of damage from that Boromir, I guess. Four cards in hand. Can we draw I don't know what we want to draw. Something. Like something good. What's good here? Jace? I guess. Jace would work, more or less. Okay, we're playing something. 3 mana. I don't like that. I have to counter that. Like, Grease just wins the game by itself. Okay, fetch it now. to play around Archive Trap because we cannot play because of Boromir. Do you have a follow-up? Do we have another Grist? Ooh, this seems like another Grist. Okay, we're in trouble. Yeah, I don't think we are winning. Still one card left. It can always be an endurance. That's one of the problems with this deck. You know, I think I need to draw. That was a mistake playing that. I just need to draw here. Kill that. Gain some time. We're going to have to beat endurance. We're going to have to beat that Grease. There's a lot of things we have to beat right now. I don't think we're beating anything. So when I said this was going to be a 4-1 league, maybe it's going to be a 3-2 league. Or maybe a 2-3. We are already... We can always lose. Okay. Only good thing with Grist is that, well, it helps us mill them, but also kills us, so that's not good. No bueno. I was saying... Nobody says no bueno in Spanish. Like, the only people that say no bueno are like Americans that know that thing. Like, nobody says no bueno. It's not a thing. Okay, halfling. I wish I had, like... Oh, Ruin Crab, that's good. That's good. Just gotta be aware of Grist killing me. That's 10 creatures for Grist. That's a lot of creatures. Oh. What is this? Okay, we're dead. This is a Cork-Calling, we're dead. It doesn't matter if it's for Jaumoth or for... I would say it, or for Endurance, we're dead. Even Soldred, like anything kills us here. Soldred, dead. Super dead. Turbo dead. Jaumoth, dead. We're just dead. Like, we cannot get out of this play. Okay, going for the 2-2. Should be a 3-1, of course. Yada, doesn't matter. What we need is to... Like, they can just sacrifice 2 creatures with Jaumoth and do the Grist ultimate. Like, it doesn't... I don't know why we're still playing here. Yeah, like, even this is lethal. Like, everything is lethal. I'm not conceding because never concede, but everything is lethal. Yep, okay. Let's get the last one. Oops, I didn't hit the record button, so yeah. Here we are. My opponent went turn 1 Ragavan and I went turn 1 Fatal Push rather than Ruin Crab, because usually blocking against Ragavan is really hard. But now we got punished by the second one, but I think we are doing just fine. So Blue Red Murktide used to be a very bad matchup, mainly because you are turbocharging their Murktide and Murktide just beats you. But well, let's see. I'm going to wait here. Like, now they could go play a 4-4 Murktide and we cannot kill it because it assails the graveyard, so drowning the Loch doesn't really work. So yeah, the matchup is weird that way. It used to be a lot worse when they played 4 Murktides, of course. Now it's more manageable. Expressive Iteration. Rounds Rage Channeler, that grows very fast. Okay, it's a 3-3. I should have fetch with that on the stack, I guess, so they don't get the Delirium trigger if they kill it now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, mistakes were made by me. I said Delirium trigger, but I meant Surveil trigger. Of course. I should not kill that because they have Ragavan in hand, I guess. And Ragavan is more annoying. So let's go for the Ragavan. So this is a bad matchup apart from the Murtide and so on, because, well, they have counterspells and very cheap interaction in general. And since you are playing the crabs, it's very hard to make their cards dead. They just have things. The target spell. But yeah, if this resolves, Spell Snare. Porco Dio. I have been told to not say Porco Dio because Italian moms get angry. No, I wanted that. Should I play Jace? Yeah, I guess I'm playing Jace. +1 in on the DRC. Huh, there's the Archive Trap. I think right now my life total is the most important part of the game. So please do not have Spell Pierce. I mean, at some point Jace will be good. But now they can just like unholy hit it. So that's why it sucks in this matchup. Everything sucks in this matchup. I think we should have beaten Rhinos and probably should have beaten Jaumoth and then lose to this one that is actually a bad matchup. Yeah, that's in Ragavan again. Are we going face or are we going to get Jace? We are going face. If we get Jace to 7, that wouldn't be so bad. Wow. Tasha's Hideous Laughter is very good versus them, especially if they are playing like a low number of Murtides. Which they may be. This is a Murtide. No, this is a Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Wow. Trying to mill me? They left the card on top. We are going to shuffle that with Filler Ruin, so we don't really care. And there's an Holy Hit, okay. Let me kill that. Really hope they don't have Spell Pierce here, because my plan is to do this. And now Visions. We hit 3 Murtides. Wow, 3 Murtides. That's a lot of Murtides. Now we do this. Do that. And hope we have another island left. Yeah, perfect. Okay, this was a good turn. They have 3 cards in hand. One is a Ragavan. And they have a 3/3 flyer. So we're at 7. This is Lightning Bolt to the crab, not to the face. Okay. 22 cards with no Murtide Regents. That's not a lot. Explosive Iteration. Huh. Interesting. They don't find a land here? Okay, they did. No, I don't think I should block. My best way of winning is using this, so I don't think I have to lock. Just if we draw Tasha's Hideous Laughter, I think we win. Tasha's. Archive Trap, that's 13 cards. Plus 3, 16 cards. We don't have more fetchables. Or we have a swamp. Do we have a swamp? I think swamp is gone. Let's find out. Swamp is gone. No, we die. That Tasha's Hideous Laughter killed us. That's so funny. Swamp, an island here. Where's our swamp? Swamp. Yeah, it milled 3 of our basics, so we died. Yeah. Let me concede. It makes no sense to keep playing. Okay, opponent, very smart. That was... Okay, go for the throat is good. I don't think surgical extraction is something we want. Ensnaring Bridge is good, actually, they don't really have good answers for it. We will on Soul Guide Lanterns. I think we're fine like this. It's not like... It's always the thing with Murtide, like you cannot really make it a bad matchup. Like they are a mid-range deck with like counterspells and so on. Like, yeah, you can exile the graveyard for the Murtide, but that's about it. Also, Soul Guide Lantern is not great at doing that. Okay, Let's go on the play. This is a hand. It's undoubtedly a hand. I think Hideous Laughter is very good versus them. The only thing we cannot fix with this is a turn 1 Ragavan. We haven't seen any opponents go up over 60 cards, I don't think. Okay, they are looking at this themselves, so because they are going to fetch here. Cool. Going to Archive Trap. Like, if you have the Spell Pierce or the Mystical Dispute or the Flusterstorm, what am I supposed to do? They may never fetch again. Crab. Oboro. I'm going to cycle this. Jace the Perfected Mind. Okay. They may play Blood Moon. Like, it's a real thing. People play Blood Moon against this deck. So I'm not going to fetch yet. Okay, let's play the Ruin Crab. That was a solid draw. The problem with Ruin Crab is like, yeah, it's a 1-drop, so we could wait to later play a 1-drop plus a 3-drop. But if you don't have the lands, it doesn't do anything. So that's problematic. Okay, just waiting and waiting. Usually they have like 2 answers in the deck for Ensnaring Bridge once it's in play. Like one Otawara and maybe one Abrade or one Casting to a Fire, something like that from the graveyard. But not more than that. Bubble? Yeah, you can bubble. I'm not going to use my Polluted Delta, I don't think. Oh yes, this is a good moment to use it, right? Yeah, this is a good moment. Also, I don't want them to know my top card. This is the classic. This was paper. Hey, is it a good card? Ha ha ha. Yes, it did. Ha ha. No, it's not. Ha ha. I'm so silly. They're thinking about killing it. I can see you want to kill it. You want to not killing it. Okay, that's fine, I guess. The crab. Take this to my hand. They can kill now the Ruin Crab. That's fine. I wish they do that. Okay, let's play into whatever counterspell they have. We have a lot of 3-drops, so we have to get through them. Yeah. I'm not going to attack because Ragavan exists. If it weren't for Ragavan, I would attack. Always send a message. Okay, this seems like Murktide plus counterspell backup. Yeah, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Just playing the same silly little land every turn. Yeah. Okay. Missing land drops is going to be so tough because we really want to play multiple spells in the same turn. Okay. That's not good. Like, we are so dead here. I'm going to upkeep, try to Baleful Mastery, I guess. See if that works. Force of Negation, okay. Okay, so Force of Negation gives me hope because they may not have now a Spell Pierce or another Force of Negation for my Ensnaring Bridge, Going down to 3, not great, because Lightning Bolt is a card. And they have at least 2 in their deck. There's 1 here. No. This is over. Yeah. Well, we tried. We tried. Could have played better, but 3 Rhinos? That wasn't a lot of variety. Hope you liked it. I have a playlist there with a lot more modern videos for you. I also play vintagecube, and I just bring a video a day here, so if you like this, come tomorrow for another one. Bye.